Alrighty, here we go. We are starting up. And I am sharing the stream links in various places. And fittingly, when I shuffled my playlist, the first song that decided to come up was from Arcane. Alright. Almost done tossing my little promos out, and then I will be starting a comic. Alright. Locking in. I have a rough story concept, and I have my prompts that I'm using. So, as much as I like this doodle, it has to go. Sorry to my tiny self. There's 7 days, 6 with prompts. I low-key missed day 1. It's day 2 right now. But that's okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine. It's gonna be a-okay. So, day 1, right? I am gonna do at least a panel for day 1. Maybe not a whole page. We'll see. We'll see if I do a whole page for day 1. So. And there are some prompt options. But I want to kind of make a coherent story. So we're starting there. We're starting with day 1 with surprise. Write down. I'm not actually sure what I'm doing for day 4. I haven't decided yet. So I'm also not sure what I'm doing for day 6. Or not day 6, day 7. Because that's the free day. So, day 4, I'm thinking I'm either going to do school or challenges, but I'm not sure which one. Actually, no. There's a better prompt. I'm going to just do milestones. That's cuter, I think. Okay. So, I'm late. I was supposed to have done this one, and I didn't. Because I was doing homework, because I have school and classes and other things that matter more than Jayvik, unfortunately. It cannot be my number 1 priority. But it's okay. I can do 2 days in one today. Honestly, I'm just gonna thumbnail as much as I can today. I want to have at least 2 panels per day. Maybe more. We'll see. I'm going for a page. So let me open my page manager so I can see my pages. And that's just my little planning space. These first 2 pages are just going to be my planning stuff. That's usually how I do it. And then I'll delete these pages when I'm exporting the final comic. So, day 1 is surprise. I'm thinking in my head, okay? In my head, they already have a kid. This is kid number 2. Baby number 2? Wow. So we do. I'm thinking about how I want to do this. We're gonna go. this pose, but I like this idea. This is the idea I want to go with. So.
Well, it's like, no, that's not a thing. Oh, yeah. So her dad's having this
Let me find out a way to tell you that I'm upset. More of the story.
That's a bit bashing. Okay, so.
Got some damage to the boss, I'd rather just forget. I'm terrified of the future and stuff for my regret. I hate to say I told you so. God damn it, I guess I say I told you so. Guess I'll find another way to tell you that I'm obsessed. More of the story, life's a bit batshit. Guess the life is like a box of chocolates that I'm never gonna get. And I'm stuck trying to fix the nonsense that's in my head. So many ways that I could say it. So why can't I even think of one? Just say something and break the silence. It's not a love song, you're right. Gotta find out a way to make myself confess. More of the story, I'm a bit of a dickhead. If I dive too deep, get lost in the deep end, get myself out and try not to regress.
Long hair. I'm Victor. Hello.
I hate to say that I don't know.
Greetings.
I guess I'll say that I don't know.
I'm locked in. I've got a whole plan here.
Tell you that I suppress every emotion I'm meant to express. So many ways that I could say it. So why can't I even think of one? Just say something and break the silence.
This is my small child sketch.
So many ways that I could say it. So why can't I even
You're my top fan? That's great. I love to hear it.
break the silence?
You are my top fan. I love to hear it. You have 75 XP. I don't know what that means, but you have it. Am I... Hold on. Are we not? Okay, there we go. We're working. Oh my gosh, OBS. OBS, please. Okay, there we go. We're working again. Awesome. You're here to watch while you play Marvel Rivals? Well, I appreciate it. I will do my best to yammer so you have background noise. Because that's always what I like to do. I like to watch other people stream while I yammer. Well, I like to listen to other people stream while I do other things. So, I appreciate that. How old is this child? I don't actually know, though, to be honest. How old does this child seem to you? Okay, I just want to hold. This is panel number 1. Actually, I don't know if I want this to be panel number 1. Maybe I'll make this panel a little later. I want to have a little bit of setup to this. Okay.
Stop for a coffee, make a friend, and pray the day will never end. 'Cause there's one more adventure waiting round another bend.
I want 4 panels max here, because I don't want this to be too much work. And this is only day 1, and I'm actually a day behind. So, we're trying. So I'm going to do...
Exactly what you think of where I've been. Do you know I joined the circus, met a mermaid, fought a war? Do you know I think of you through thick and thin? Because even though I'm making deals
mainly.
usually only thinking of my boy. Out there on the road, I pray you'll come to me one day and say, let's fight the dragons and then storm the castles till we win what needs to be won. So when I'm old and tired, you'll do the job required. You'll be there telling stories to your
You responded to me out loud. As you're in call with me a lot, that's fair. I can't blame you for that. Okay, chair here. And then this is a small child, and the proportions on this sketch are wrong, but I'll fix it. And I'm probably gonna crop this panel actually, because I don't want to draw a bunch of feet, but this is panel 1.
Told me there were fairies in the backyard, so I whispered.
There, something like that,
Every
with my
time
text. I know what I'm gonna put there roughly, but
told me there's a bowling alley
not exactly.
underneath the mess hall, so I listened close for all the strikes
Yeah,
you
we'll do that.
threw. Told me you had magic powers to take
And then we'll put
away
this
my
one
hiccups. I still wonder
in
how
as my
you
kind of panel
remember
2.
time. Told me that one day I'd be in the driver's seat of my own life, and it might get kind of scary, but it'd be mine. Some of this magic has faded. Don't you dare call me jaded, 'cause I'm sitting in the front seat, crank the music, blast the heat, and I'm casting spells on my life, left and right. Told me
Alright.
shooting for the moon was worth
I might actually
so I
flip
listened.
this panel,
And if I miss, I'll land among the stars.
because I wanted to have his...
Told me if you used imagination,
I want him to have his
all
cane in this
magic
panel, and I don't
can exist right where
know
you
if I have this rotated the right way.
Then I started growing, the evidence started showing that these tall tales were gilded with lies. They told me to be practical, these idioms weren't factual. It's time to let
Yeah, I
these
have this the wrong
silly
way around.
illusions
My bad.
Some of this magic has faded. Don't you dare make me jaded.
Apologies to every professor I've ever had, because I'm breaking the 180 rule, which you're not supposed to do, but
I'm out here casting spells on my life, left and right.
there, just... I don't know if he's actually out walking with it here, because he's kind of being pulled, and I think he's okay for a few steps, but I want him to have it, because it would feel weird to draw him without it. I wish I could get a is that even the right side to use a cane on? I know he uses it on that side in the show, but is that correct? I don't think that's correct. Okay, so he uses the cane on the wrong side as a kid. Okay. Well, not necessarily as a kid, but when he's younger. So I can actually flip this back. I had it right. My instincts were correct. He just uses it wrong. That's good to know, though. That helps me track what I'm doing better. There with the cane. I'll have it like behind where his foot is planted. This is bad leg. There we go. I'll move that planting a little bit over. Okay, there we go. After much deliberation, I've basically made no changes. Okay, so for day one, I'm gonna do. I honestly think this is gonna end up just as 3 panels. That tighter. And I'm going to change where the speech bubbles are on that one. So for day one, 3 panels. Maybe 4 if I'm feeling real fancy. Maybe I'll do, ooh, I kind of like the idea of doing like a little, yeah, a few little ones right here. But those don't feel like, yeah, okay. So I'm going to do a little transition ones, but I need to draw my big panel first so I know how to place them. I think if I just do... Yeah, okay. So I want to stay kind of on this side of him, so I'm going to put him here, I think. Actually, what we're going to do... We'll stay on this side. He's turned around. I need to draw this smaller so that I can like get the whole... I need to draw it smaller so I can get the perspective and the scene worked out a little more. I say perspective. I'm not doing perspective. I'm just doing like a layout.
Can't stay long. I got clients to call. I got orders to fill. I got walls to build. I got riots to quell. And they're giving me hell back in Hades. Hey, little songbird, cat got your tongue. Always a pity for one so pretty and young. When poverty comes to clip your wing,
I don't like this. I want this to be more head on.
right out of your lungs. Ain't nobody seen.
Okay, so I think I'm figuring out what I want. Slowly but surely. My process... Sane? No, but, you know, we're gonna work out. I got this. I do got this. I believe in myself.
Seeing as you've got nothing to lose, and I could use a canary.
Suddenly, nothing is as it was. Where are you now, Orpheus? Wasn't it gonna be the two of us? Weren't we birds of a feather?
Little songbird, let me guess. He's some kind of poet, and he
I broke your lost streak? That's great. I'd love to hear it. So we've got reaching for a doorknob.
He'll write you a poem when the power is
Yeah,
out.
I'm moving the speech bubble here.
Not fly south for the winter. Hey, little songbird, look all around here. See how the vipers and vultures surround you, and they'll take you down. They'll pick you clean. If you stick around such a desperate scene, see people get mean when the chips are down.
So this is... I think his cane would be kind of under his arm here, but I'm not drawing that right now. I don't like this pose, but I know what I want, so... Yeah, I did settle that. I went on Google Images and found a picture, and I was like, oh, so my instincts were right, he just uses it on the wrong side. So my first instinct was correct, and then my knowledge kicked in, and my knowledge of how to use a cane, because I use one sometimes, kicked in and was like, wait, that's wrong. But it turns out my fix was wrong because he just uses it wrong. But anyway, I gave it back to him. I'm making him use it on the right side because I care about his health. I care about his health, so he's using it on the right side. Also, this entire comic, the whole thing, is trans Jace at Elias's request. So that's what we're doing. My partner wanted trans Jace, so trans Jace it shall be. Yeah, but he does when he's younger. When he uses the cane, he uses it on the wrong side. He uses the crutch on the right side later down the line, but the cane he uses on the wrong side. It surprised me too, which was why I was so thrown. He does have the right idea. He's completely correct for this. I probably was gonna do that anyway, but he was very specific that I must do that, so that's what I'm doing. I feel like it was almost like I made his torso too wide, but that's fine. He's so little, and he's tiny, and he doesn't know. So we're... I don't know what I'm doing with his hair yet, so it's kind of like I'm just doing the bun situation, but I don't know exactly. This is the only one where his face is like that important. But I'll figure that out. This future me problem. I don't want to draw crossed arms, so I'm not actually going to do that. Whoa. Here he is in his glory. Now I'm going to erase him out of that panel because he's in my way. And I get to draw in the door that he's standing next to. I'm gonna fix the speech bubble layout in my finals, but this is from Jace on the other side of the door. This one is Jace on the other side of the door. Except actually, well, yeah, that's fine. But this one needs to move. Oh, is that on the wrong layer? That would explain it. Well, I'll just erase it because I can redraw it in by hand. And then this one also needs to move because if I laid them out like I had them there, the little comics thing, the reading order would have been here, 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 which is not what I wanted. I want bam, bam, bam. So what I might actually do is from Victor there, and then from Jace there, which I think will fix my reading order a little better. I put them in the same spot, I just swapped who's saying what. Also, I don't know what Victor's wearing. Also a future me problem. I think I'm gonna put in something cozy because that seems correct for this sort of thing. Door handle there. Because it's about at your waist. I literally had a whole conversation with my professor today about where a door handle should be. It's also, honestly, maybe too tall. I feel like Victor's, like, he's short. Jace is a freak in his height, but Victor is not, like, short, I don't think. I don't know. How tall is he? Do you know? How tall is Victor Arcane, guys? Mystery to me. There's way more panels than I was planning, but because two of these are little detail shots that I can just draw one thing and be done. 5'10"? Yeah, he's taller than me. So if anything, this door handle should be lower. Because, door handles are gonna be at about, like, there, really. He's 2 inches taller than me. And for me, a door handle is, like, just right at my hip bone, basically. So it can be right there. Okay. I'm hoping that's correct. Hold up. Actually, research purposes, I'm gonna go stand by my door and check. So, ignore the rustling, it's me climbing that's getting out here. Yep, that's perfect. I knew it. I knew. I should have trusted my instincts and I was right. That door handle is going to hit basically exactly there on him if he's 5'10". It's about 2 inches below where it hits on me because I'm 5'8". And I have similar proportions, I would like to think. We're both very leggy people. So, honestly, I can use myself as a reference for him a lot, really. We have very similar builds. So, this is day 1. Almost done, almost done with the thumbs. I love doing this. This is the most fun part, and unfortunately it only gets more miserable from here. Is it the right? No, it's not the right hand. It should be. Oh wait, it is the right hand. I did it right. He's covering his eyes because Jay said so. There we go. Ah! I love to shuffle my songs when I get annoyed at one. Oh, and that's fitting. Okay. So that's day 1. Day 2 I gotta do shopping. I don't even have any Jason here. I mean, he's here. He's not here, but he's here. I think this still counts. I don't think the event runners for this thing are gonna yell at me, given that it's just for fun anyway. Alright. Day 2. Day 1, the prompt was surprise. Day 2, my prompt is shopping. So I'm going to do the baby clothes shopping, obviously, because that's adorable. Or just in general, getting stuff for the baby. So, this one we get to have Jace as our main. Because I love him. Okay, so I'm hoping to do fewer panels for this one because I don't really fancy doing like 10 panels in the next 6 hours, which is how long not even 5 hours, which is how long I have until I'd be late on day 2 as well. So, we're gonna try and keep this to like 3 or 4 absolutely max. Also, because these need to be readable on Instagram. I've formatted these to post on Instagram. Because I keep forgetting to post on Instagram. And also because Instagram is the only social media site I have that actually is evil and crops your images really bad. So everything I post, I have to make sure I can post it on Instagram. And if I can post it on Instagram, it can go everywhere else, because nobody else forces your images to be a certain dimensions. That's why I wear this kind of weird, short and fat page size instead of like a default paper size, which is what I try to use because it's good practice, because that's what I'm going to be using professionally probably. But it's okay. We keep winning. Okay. So I want like 3 little beats for this one. I kind of want this page to be a little funny. I want to look at my list really quick. Yeah. Okay. Because I just need to know what I need to prepare for in the future. I need to double check what my rough story is. I've drawn, also, this is going to be a challenge as well, because I've drawn Victor before, and both intentionally and unintentionally, with that one assignment that I'm sure you remember. So I know how to draw his face, but I've drawn Jace twice in my life. So this will be interesting. But I believe in myself. I believe that I can get it. I believe I can succeed. Wish me luck. So. Okay, I'm trying to think about, like, how I want to lay out panels here. I think I want to do, like, that. And then have maybe that. That's such a boring layout. Maybe I'll do kind of a big version of the small panel, the big panel on the last page. Maybe we'll do. Ooh, actually, okay. I know vaguely what I want to put in these, so I'm thinking about that with my sizing. But I also just know I want to... Yeah. There, I can do 3 panels like that. And, I mean... I think, to most people, this would be the reading order, but some people might read it like this. We're just gonna make the tall one like that. We'll just, you know what, we'll do one really tall, one kind of... Not happy with these either. My brain's gotta cook for a minute. Paneling is fun, but it's hard. And I really like this page layout, so I kind of want to keep the fluidity of this, I guess. Also, if you ever thumbnail for comics, especially, like, if you're doing it for yourself, it's good, but especially if you're doing it for somebody else, put in the speech bubbles. Put in the speech bubbles. I had to do... Whenever I have to do lettering on a comic, like, last year I had to do a scroll comic thing for a competition, and I was only doing lettering, and the artists did not consider speech bubbles at all, so I had to like squeeze them in. I didn't have like laid out places for them to go already, and it was making me like lose my marbles. So don't do that. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. Okay.
Back into the cold and dark. You sure you want to go?
Would it be evil of me to make this page a Transformers reference? Like the Shia LaBeouf live action Michael Bay Transformers films reference?
No banquet tables lit. I have no bed.
I feel like that's like kind of evil, but I really want to do it because there's one scene in the second Transformers movie where his mom is like losing it over him moving out to college. And she's going on this whole ramble about his little baby booties that she found in the attic. And I like, with my idea for this page, I can only think of that scene. And so I'm like, I kind of want to just commit and, like, parody that scene on purpose.
What about him?
He'll let us go. Look at him. He can't say no.
What about them?
We'll show the way.
Okay. We'll worry about panels after I get my ideas sketched in.
I don't know where this road will end, but
Okay, so
walk
I want...
with you hand in hand.
This is Jace.
Promise you best I won't. Can't promise you kind word below, but I'll walk beside you, love, and way the wind blows.
And do you let me walk with you?
I do,
I do.
I do, and keep on walking, come what will.
I will.
I will.
I don't know if I don't like this shot. This, like, weird upshot is not. Thank you! You're here, I'll flip back to the previous page that I thumbnailed all the way out. Oof, for a second for you to look at. But I'm working on the second page now. Alright. Oh wait, here. But yeah. The dialogue here is gonna be something like dad question mark. I don't know what dad word I'm gonna have the children use for Victor. And then dad who? So Jace has a surprise. Hold your horses. Something like I'm coming, be patient, whatever here. And this is gonna be like a wait a minute from Jace. What's so secretive, something like that. And this is gonna be like cover your eyes when you come in. There we go. Something like that. This dialogue is not exact, but we're gonna go with something along those lines when we get there. And this is actually day one because I missed day one. So this is surprise. This is today's beautiful blank page. The prompt for today that I'm using, there's a whole bunch of prompts, but my prompt that I'm using today is shopping. And so I'm drawing them shopping for baby clothes. But I'm currently being indecisive on how I want to do poses and paneling. I know what I want, I just don't know. Like, I know what my 3 little, like, story beats, my 3 panels are gonna be. I just don't know my shots yet, so I'm figuring that out. I think I'm gonna actually, we're gonna draw this one from above. And Jace is here. He's looking down at something. He's got the shopping cart. Except he's not holding the cart. I want the shopping cart to be... Maybe I'll leave the shopping cart so it's like beside him. But he's basically, we've got him looking... He's clearly holding something. The back of his head here. Yeah, I'm very happy with this so far. I just am not... We're in the early stages. He's looking at something. Oh, gosh. I don't like this shot either, to be honest. Maybe I'll do... Actually, okay. Since I did a lot of full bodies in the last one, maybe I'll do some close-ups on this page. This is Clip Studio Paint, EX, specifically. Because it lets me do... EX lets me do fun stuff. Like... this. And it has all my comics features. So I can do my frames and all of my panels really easily. But it is a little more expensive than regular Clip Studio. His head needs to be more square. This is Jace, not Victor. He's falling in love with something that he's looking at, and I don't really... What is this? Hair. I don't know. This is ugly, but that's fine. This is what thumbnails are for. Thumbnails do not need to look perfect. I usually don't worry about facial expressions or anything like that. Really, just like, he's in love with something. I'll figure out his facial hair later. This is all... future me problems. Future me problems. Okay, but anyway. This is like a little reaction panel. Like, bro is sparkling. And this panel here, I'm just gonna like sink it a little bit. I think that will fix all of my problems that I've been complaining about this whole time. If I do that, yeah, I think that solves my I don't want this to feel too stiff problem. This is such a bad Jace. Don't look at him. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it in post. This is how comic thumbnails go. All that matters is I get what I want in the panel done. It doesn't matter if it like if it would help if he had ears. That's for sure. That does help a little bit, actually. I'll worry about the rest later. I say, and then I immediately start worrying about it again. I can't leave it alone. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Panel 2. And then here's where I'm gonna do my... I can do what I wanted to do, which was the shopping cart. I guess I think it needs to be lower in the frame. Yeah, I think it needs to be like one like here. All of these bubbles will probably change sizes and stuff. I just need to sketch in to make sure I know where they're going to be. He's still got sparkles around his head because... I love my little, like, I love drawing characters with little, like, Animal Crossing style emotes. It makes me giggle. Okay. Nice. him. I want him to look very cuddleable. Grows tearful over baby booties. I'll fix that face later.
There's a billion people on this planet that you could bother, but for some reason you chose
Okay.
me. I wish I could give you the attention that you ordered, but I just don't have the energy. Maybe I'm the one that's being over dramatic, but I don't think so. I do know for a fact though that you're a definite coward, and I think it might be time for you to go. You're a sour little boy with a fragile masculinity.
I'm gonna have to adjust Victor's height here too. So he's holding. The cane is here, is what's going on in my head, I think. Is he's got it kind of tucked under his one arm. Because he's not actively using it. Because he's holding on to Jace, so he doesn't need to. Okay, and I actually think I want to make this bigger so it takes up more. And also that way I don't have to draw the card, because I don't really want to draw the card. Actually, I want this here, but I want this to be from Victor. Are you crying?
You're a Sorry, toy now that I'm not your throw attention.
Rusty windows, quiet streets, where happy memories
Alright, there you go.
seen every season 19 times. There's gotta be more to life. We can ride all night. You can see
Are you crying? And he's like, look at them, they're so cute.
that's why I leave you.
Okay.
Your dreams too big for this town we're in.
So now I have 8 panels to refine and work on.
I need to be close to you. We can find a bed. We can sleep on sofas or
I don't know if I'm going to do all of the days of this week. I'd like to, but we'll see. Because I have other things to do in my life.
oh, there's more to lose right here than on the road. Let's just ride all night. You can't sleep, I'll cry. Stay for me, that's why I leave for you. Your dreams too big for this town we're in. You need somewhere new. I need to be close to you. If you need space,
Alright.
my heart will break, but I will let you.
What time is it right now? 7:30? Okay.
That you're not leaving, I need you to. We can ride all night. You can sleep, I'll drive. Stay for me, that's why I leave for you. Your dreams too big for this town we're in.
Where's the player below?
Somewhere new.
I'm actually going to go in and do... I'm going to do my panels now.
Oh, brother of mine, it's been a long, long time since I've seen my face in your eyes. Oh,
That is not what I wanted you to do.
to my burned scars of birth, charcoal
Go Studio, my
brought me back,
my beautiful...
and I left you alone in a house not a home, and I watched the burning grow as my hair filled with gray from the ashes that fell. The mountains I knew so well burned with hellfire in the blue.
I'm sure you know what I want you to do, and it's not that.
Brother, I watched the sky burn, and all I learned was smoke fills the lungs like a disease.
There. That's all I wanted. Was that so hard? The answer was apparently yes.
Oh, brother, I see you burn like me. Singes on our skin like a brand. Oh, brother, I confess there is a little of me left that could care about dousing the wildfire. And I left you alone in a house not a home. And I watched the burning grow as my hair filled with gray from the ashes that fell. The mountains I knew so well burned with hellfire in the blue light of midnight. Brother, I
Okay, that works. That's what I want. Beautiful panels, as they should be.
watched smoke fills the lungs like a disease.
Okay, beautiful. Page full of panels. And all of them need to delete. Well, not delete, but I need to hide all of their roughs. I want to be in here so I can draw over my roughs. Well, actually, what I want to do really is, yeah, 'cause I got the panels in, but I want my blue here to be, hold up. Sorry, I was turning off the music because my Spotify was threatening to crash my computer, which is really not what I need right now. So we're sitting in silence, I guess. Isn't that wonderful? But hey, we're fine. Well, we keep thriving. We live in. I'm sitting here, I'm chatting, so it's not like I'm like alright. He's already, yeah, okay. So, I had to pull up a reference, because, like, I have drawn him before, but I can't draw him from memory. I need a reference just like the next guy. Very cheekbones. I got this, and okay, drawing. Now I'm doing all of these. I don't know if I like this drawing, but we'll figure it out. This is gonna get to looking like him eventually. What is... I feel like... What is this? Maybe nose... Bigger nose. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. We're in the difficult part. Okay. So I'm actually gonna start from here and go. He's kind of very eyeball. I'm looking at him. He and Jace both. Jace especially. Jace is so eyes. Yeah, he's very... Okay, so... I think I made his face too long is where I've gone wrong here. So we're gonna let me do. So you're just gonna watch me figure this out slowly but surely. Faces. I love to draw faces, but drawing likenesses of so I really have to just like... Part of the problem is I don't want to have him... It's harder... Yeah, he's kind of got... There, I think actually... I think I'm pretty happy with that. That's just the beginning of a face that I'm happy with. He's got a very sharp jawbone, but it's like... I want it up a little bit more, yeah. His ears are kind of boxy like that. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, there we go. That eye is too much, I think. Just kind of have... I think the eye positions change, actually. I think I need to... There, I think actually that's a good start. That gets me kind of close to where I want to be. There. This is like, we're starting to look like Victor, which is what I want. He's got these big brows that do that. I low-key really like this doodle. I actually low-key really like this. So this is her hairline? Okay. Okay, actually quite happy with this. Yeah, really happy with this actually. I think I want that to go a little further back, but I think this genuinely looks like what I want him to look like in my head here. And I have to figure out clothing on this outfit, but that's okay. I don't want, you know what, I kind of want to do that, but I also don't really. We'll just... We'll add one there. There, that's better. There he is. Actually really happy with that. Success. I'm doing is kind of like the commune haircut with the white streaks. The bleach. Because that cut kind of slays. I really like it. I like it. I like this out. Ooh! Sorry, I just got jump scared by anime art of him while I was looking for references. Okay. gonna finish this panel on stream, and then I'm gonna end and work some more on my own time. Cause I kind of want to go eat dinner. Cause it's late and I'm hungry. So face is done. I need to worry about this child. But first I'm gonna finish his outfit. I think I'm just gonna put him in, like... I mean, you see him in a lot of, like... I don't want to, like, have him... I don't think this isn't in my head like a modern AU. This is kind of like a in-between AU, I guess, if that makes sense. So we'll do this. He's got his regular shirt on, but he's got the buttons undone. Because he's hanging around the house. No vest, just his shirt and all that jazz. Wait, this is my... I can be loose on this layer. I let myself... I'm letting... Okay, I need to not worry so much about my things until I'm done drawing them, because I messed that up because I was like, that doesn't look right, even though it was my own damn fault that it didn't look right. That hand is not correct. There, that works. That's a... That's a book holding hand. Is it perfect? No, but I'll fix it later. This is only my first pass. Dude, I shouldn't have done this. This was a bad idea. Because this means I have to draw a foot, which I'm not good at. Okay, so. Foot. Right? His leg is here. His other leg is right here. His ankle's resting there. And as you can tell, I'm not good at feet. Because I don't really enjoy spending hours and hours looking at feet, so I typically don't. Okay, that's good. There, that's good enough. Nobody's gonna care. Alright. And one more layer because I need one layer for working out the child. I don't know if these will get posted, but I'm mostly kind of just doing these for fun. I want to at least finish this first page because I really like it. We'll see if I get to the other pages. And who knows if I'll even post any of these on time. Maybe I'll just kind of putter along and make these and then post them as I get them done. We'll see. This is going to be a mystery game. Okay, I don't know what this child needs to look like, so... I think curly-haired child, small. Ooh, curly-haired baby. She's a little girl, and she's in a cute little dress. Okay. Let me go in and just kind of... Alright, almost. kind of yaoi hands core up in here, but that's okay because that's what this is. Yaoi. Also, he's very dainty long fingers, so I want to draw them. Okay. I think I'm just gonna move that upwards just a little bit, and then yeah, that makes these feel a little more even. I think he's got stupid fluffy slippers. What does this leg brace look like? Because it's on that leg. Oh, it's like the whole foot. Okay. Undo. Actually, basically most of this. The knee's fine. Okay, so it starts there and makes a line to a look at that, like, this thing is so I don't know what I'm drawing here, but we're gonna make sure that it looks correct. Hello. I'm working on this comic. We're just sitting here and drawing right now. I'm trying to get the general vibes. I think something about that is annoying me, but I'll fix it eventually. I think the whole arm is too far up. Yeah, the way that immediately fixes it, okay. That solves my problem. That just needs to be like... Yeah, like that's where that arm needs to be. I had it too far I had it too far up. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. There we go. This brace has been giving me trouble for far too long, and it's still not right, but I am so done with it. I'm gonna make the foot bigger and then... Yeah, we're gonna call that good for now on the brace. And then I have to draw the child. She's just a little kid, so I don't actually worry too much about defining her, because one thing about me is I love to draw. Hello! One thing about me is I love to draw kind of a amorphous blob of a child. Yeah, she's so teeny. So here she is in all of her teeny glory, and this is the back of her ear. There she is, in all of her tiny glory. Teensy baby. Well, she's really not that teensy. She's, like, that's a medium-sized child. I don't know about that one. Honestly, I think the lines I have on his face right now are fine. I was like, I don't want him to look too young, but honestly, he doesn't look too young as it is right now. I think he's okay. He's believably the age I want him to be, which I think is all that matters, really. So, I'm pretty happy. Happy with this panel. And now I have 5 more to go on this page, and a whole bunch more. And 3 more on this page. And these are really going to be a lot of work, because I gotta figure out how to draw Jace, who I don't draw very frequently. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. But to be honest, I'm happy. I like what I've done so far. And I'm forcing myself to, at the very least, finish this page and have this page be successful. Because I also, like, low-key need to put this in my portfolio. Because I'm somewhat desperately in need of some portfolio pieces. Because I have a bunch of art, but I don't have that many comics, and I'm, trying to go into comics. So I kind of need, comics. Okay, there's a line. Anyway, I'm glad you like my art style. That makes me happy. That hair's too long, I did it too. It should end here. trying to pull her down, but I think I made her arms too short, too long, I mean. Actually, what if I did... I like that better. I like that a lot better. So she's like planting her little feet and trying to drag him. Basic shoes. Not too worried about them. This is how I kind of get the building blocks of any particular drawing in. Because that gives me something a little more concrete to go off of than my initial sketch that I did in red. Because the red is like, oh, this is my thumbnail. This is loosely what I want to do in this panel. Like, this is the gist. And then my blue passes, and I do, sometimes I do one, sometimes I do two passes in blue. Like today I'm doing two because these are characters I don't draw a ton, and so they're characters that I am not quite so practiced at drawing. Get a drink, sorry. Ugh. I've been sitting here for 2 hours drawing, so forgive me for needing a little water. And I've been talking the whole time for you, for your benefit too. So some water was needed. Now back to the hard part, which is making his face look right. And this is just gonna be some, like, some sort of hallway. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's why I did what I did. Hallway runner. We're on a hallway. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I started with the hardest face in the pages, which was going to be this one, which I'm actually going to... I'm happy with the face, I just want to adjust his neck a little bit. You know what? No, actually... I like his long neck. I think it's fitting. I was doubting it for a minute, but in hindsight I actually quite like it and I don't want to change it. So pretend I did not go and try to change it there. We're just gonna we're not gonna do that. That's not what we're doing. Okay. After this one, there's only one more difficult part left. The blue, my blue pass, these are the hardest part. Because this is where I have to get all my details, like, nailed down. And then after I take this pass, then it's very, very easy from here on out. Line art definitely, it takes a while. Lines take me a long time. But they're easier if I have a good blue pass in. Just added a little bit of, like, yeah. This looks cozy. There's not really meant to be anything in the background of this panel. I'm going for relatively simple in terms of backgrounds here. There's something, except this is the only panel that's, this one is the only panel that's not going to have any sort of background on this page. But all of them I want to at least have a prop of some kind. I want them all to feel like grounded, basically, is my goal. And I'm filling a lot of the extra space with speech bubbles, So I'm not so worried about how individual all of this space, all of this great big negative space is going to be filled with speech bubbles. Same here is going to be speech bubble. And the negative space here and over here are all going to have speech bubbles in them. And that helps me a lot too. This way my layout can be quite pretty without having to worry about what you call it, without having to worry about too much of background drawing. Which is typically a good thing, because drawing a background does take forever. And I'm doing this in a much more detailed style than I usually do as well, which I don't know why I decided to do that. Usually I draw a lot simpler than this. But you know what? This is good practice, and this will look really good in a portfolio, which is what I want, so time to do it. I think I can honestly, I'll be able to do the lines off of the rough on this page for the most part. I just need his face in a better pass. I'm getting distracted. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Somebody tell... I actually don't do that first. I worry about his face. So his nose is like that shape, but I don't want to draw that out like entirely. Yeah, that's fine. I can actually do that. That actually looks okay. I need his eyes to be better though. So he's talking a little bit, and I want him to be kind of... He kinda... I was about to say... Oh, this is from Arcane. It's gonna sound weird to say, but he kind of like talks with his mouth. And by talks with his mouth, I mean if he's talking to somebody this way, he'll go like that. And if he's talking to someone that way, he'll go like that. Like he moves his mouth towards whoever he's talking to, which is interesting. So as he's talking to his kid, I want... Yeah, he points with his mouth when he talks. And I like it. It's a very fun, expressive thing. But it's also somewhat difficult to draw. Okay. I think part of the problem I'm running into here, that's not right. It's... I think I just need to be more cheerful here. Like, he looks sad, and that's part of the problem. I don't want him to look sad. Okay. This brows are a little too thick on this one, I think, but yeah, his daughter. He doesn't have a daughter in the show, but this is for an event that's about him having a daughter, so, or a child at least. I'll get his face. I'll just hide the eye that I don't like with his hair anyway. Right. Okay, so I also need to figure out what's going on here. We're just yeah, that works. I think I need to go. There, fixed that arm so it was a little shorter. There we go. These two panels are roughed. And I am gonna call it a wrap for the night because it is late and I am hungry. So there's 2 pages thumbed and half a page roughed. I'll probably do a little more after I'm done, after I get something to eat, but I won't stream that. Alright, we're gonna call this a wrap for the night. Thank you for everybody who watched. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.